I guess he attacks quickly, and I'm usually like late on the parry. That's why Elden Ring has me in like a messed up state. Is that the parry in Elden Ring is like, it feels like you have to be so quick on it. I always default to just dodging. I mean, you're probably smart for doing so. The thing is, these enemies are so easily parryable and so heavily punished by being parried, and so tough to fight otherwise. And that's what I'm saying, like, if you give players an optimal strategy, it's hard. You have to now choose. You're forcing them into like a decision tree that is not like a good decision tree. Because like, I mean, I guess that's the thing always is like, you know, like gradient difficulty of like, you know, oh, you can choose to play the game at soul level 1, or you can choose to play it with a randomizer. Like, you choose your own difficulty. Playing without parrying may be, you know, one of those options. I don't know, I guess it's not a bad thing. Like, I'm trying to think for my game how I can make it different. Like resolve the problems that I've had with the game. So like one of the things I think of is how in certain games, like I'll start a run. So like Stardew Valley is the perfect example. I'll start a run, play a little bit, stop. Then when I come back a few months later, instead of continuing the same run at Spring 24, I start a brand new one, get to Spring 24 again, and then I quit. And then a month later, and like I repeat the cycle. I never actually get farther. But yeah, I think of things like in games like, you know, that games cause me to act in a certain way that I don't think is good. So like, I think of like Hollow Cure, like Survivor's Lakes. They make me binge them. It's not good behavior. I mean, maybe it is depending on how you define it. But I'm like, how can I make my game such that it is appealing, but not like forcing, like addicting in that same way? And this is a thing that changed my mind on grinding. I forget where I heard it, but they were talking about how like in RPG, you know, people are like, oh, it's less skilled because it's turn-based or whatever. And like the skill is in choosing the options. There's no reaction time, there's no aim, there's no parry timings, depending on the game. But they were like, yeah, grinding in itself is a skill. And it's like, at first I was resistant to the idea because I'm not like good at grinding, I guess, or like angled towards it. Angle grinding, I don't know. But that just adds evidence to like, yeah, it is a skill. Like being able to grind, being able to patiently sit through the grind and like do it. And like depending on the area, like maybe even grinding, like in a game like this, like parrying these guys and like killing them over and over, that's like grinding technically. I mean, this is just for the run back. But like having the, I don't know, like mental control to like keep doing that over and over, like working towards a goal, like that is in itself a skill. And so that totally changed my perspective on it. Like, I don't know. And I don't know why, I think there's some sort of weird bias. Like, why do I value that skill over the skill of like parrying? Why do I want to incentivize a skill like that? Because like in my mind, I'm like, oh, it increases accessibility, right? Like, oh, not everybody can have the reaction timing. Like if you're having a bad day, you can have bad reaction timing. But you can always grind, you just need the patience, yeah? But then I think of people nowadays, how it's like the meme of like everybody's TikTok addicted and like scrolling addicted and like, you know, short attention span kind of thing. Like grinding is like anti that. And so I think like, is it really even accessibility? It's just the kind of accessibility that I want. Like at the end of the day, it's just the things I want, not even like on any basis of anything. But then I think, well, yeah, like maybe it's a good thing to incentivize like the, oh, he's not budging. Maybe it's a good thing to incentivize a thing that's like hard to do, you know? If you can incentivize that slow, methodical method, maybe you can help fight this onslaught of like screens and advertisements and all these high dopaminergic, like, you know what I mean? Like modern scroll addiction, like technologies. Like maybe this is the way we fight back. Maybe I'm overselling a video game where people made of cubes fight monsters made of cubes with weapons made of cubes. I don't know. I keep talking about like, oh, the scroll addiction and fighting back, and meanwhile I am over here, the one suffering from it the most. I was getting better for a bit, and then I had this like huge anxiety spike, and it completely wrecked everything, all the progress I made. Like, I don't know where I was listening to this, but I guess it just goes to show like the like principle, I guess, of like, because the same thing happened with like the sugar. I got a bunch of sugary stuff within, you know, 2 days. My 2 years of like fighting sugar addiction was back. Like I was completely fine, and again within like days you break all your progress. And so it shows the thing of like, you know, you didn't actually fix the underlying issue. You were just like avoiding it or something. I don't really know how to phrase this properly or correctly or even well. But I think that's what's happening. And so I think it's the same thing with scrolling, is like I thought I had a handle on it. I was avoiding the issue, not confronting it. And I think that was leading to its resurgence. And of course, like, you know, you can say like the world is at fault because it like literally is, but like, you know, it's the world's fault, but it's your responsibility or something like that. Or like if you want to fix it, you know, it's got to be on you.